The Harry Hill reactions will continue until morale improves. What the hell is that? That's a new show. That's not new. Don't eat the X-Tiger out. What the fuck is Daybreak? Maybe I'll find out.
Hello and welcome to TV Burp. Bugle hat on Downton Abbey.
You don't look dishevelled to me.
Waving Falcon on Autumn Watch.
Only one juvenile remains.
Hiya. And Bruno fancies a McDonald's on Strictly.
Wow, the spice-topped and pump-top patty!
Special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickled onion on a sesame seed bun. What was James Jordan up to? I mean, I know all that dancing is tiring, but really?
Emergency!
He's fucking dead.
Get back out there! Nigella's back in the kitchen!
Oh, God. Not again. Yeah.
Yeah. So, where does she get her inspiration from?
I find inspiration from anywhere and everywhere. Let's just say that when it comes to food, I'm a greedy internationalist. That classic If Kitsch Diner special, A Grasshopper Pie, didn't come to me in a dream, but while I was watching an American TV show. And I found inspiration for my spatchcock poussin with a salad with sourdough croutons on the streets of San Francisco.
See, for my tea,
What?
I had a pizza. And I got the inspiration for that from a leaflet that came through the letterbox. Now, what I like about Nigella is she's not afraid to nosh down the food herself, which, of course, has led to her becoming one of the more curvy of our cooks. Sometimes I think it's a good job Nige isn't filmed in 3D.
I think of my roast seafood as something of a twofold treat. Anyone who eats it feels spoilt, and they're right, they are being spoilt.
Whoa. All right.
To take someone's eye out. Oh, yeah, Nigella knows that sex sells, and for this series, she's ramped up the innuendos. Yeah, it's Nigella's Innuendo Countdown.
All right. No more slut spaghetti, please.
Act 10.
Oh, look at these gorgeous golden globules.
Number 9.
They aren't quite as bouncy and proud.
Down 2 places to number 8.
Doesn't really matter if some of that purple-red juice seeps into the cream.
A non-mover at 7.
The lamb has left some luscious juices behind. I'm going to add a knob of butter.
At 6.
It's a very artistic package you have there, if you don't mind my saying so.
Straight in at number
I don't think he
5.
minds at all.
The base is quite thick.
At 4.
Underneath will be a hint of inner thigh wibble.
What?
Down 4 at 3.
Not going in for full frontal guacamole.
Straight in at number 2.
I'm glad you like my pajamas. You want to come again?
And at number 1.
I'm going in.
Take girl! I love that as well.
Oh, you!
Yeah, I got off. Mum's Christmas present.
That dildo?
I tell you what, it's great to see Christine Blakely on ITV1, though, isn't it? Not just on Daybreak, where the sexual chemistry between her and Adrian Childs fizzes and crackles.
Okay, what
like
is
bacon.
Daybreak?
No, I think she's doing a great job demonstrating the games on the Cube.
Aperture. Clemina, you must deposit 25 balls into the target box. You have 20 seconds, and they will have to pass through the hole, which is only slightly bigger than the ball.
Yeah, nice job, Christine. Hang on, just looking at the cube there, I'm not sure it's actually a cube. For it to be a cube, it has to have all sides of equal length. Let's just measure that.
Game 1 is worth £1,000.
It's too tall.
Ah!
It's not a cube. Technically, it's a form of rectangular cuboid.
Yeah.
For £1,000, Paul, enter the cube.
It's not a cube.
Paul, enter the cube.
It's not a cube.
The question is, could you beat the cube?
It's not a cube. It's a rectangular cuboid.
Yeah.
I just pointed it out. The problem I have with the rectangular cuboid is every time Philip tells them what they've won and they show it, the same thing happens to me.
Do you know what's going to make you feel slightly better?
Tell me.
£10,000.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There is £20,000.
No. Oh. Jesus. Jesus.
That's enough! You have everyone beside you here. We all want you to do it. Every single person in here wants you to walk away with £100,000.
I don't.
Yeah.
Have you got what it takes to beat the cube?
It's not a cube!
Oh.
Stop! All right, it's a cube! It's a cube!
Not anymore.
It's not really, it's a rectangular cuboid.
No. Oh, God, here they all come.
The cube instructs you to stop. Leave Mr. Harry alone.
Oh, thanks, Christine.
Thank you, Tron.
That's okay, Harry. It is a cube. It's just the perspective that the camera gives that makes it look like a rectangular cuboid.
Oh.
Do the voice for us again.
Your task is to get all 14 balls through the holes in 10 seconds.
That's great.
Hello and welcome to Daybreak with me, Christine Blakely, and Adrian Childs.
Thanks, Christine. EastEnders now, and last week we celebrated the return of the traditional Cockney ceremony of the bush push.
The what?
Where a local girl is selected and pushed into a bush.
Oh.
Well, there was another one this week.
Oi! Get up! Push off me!
Bush push!
Ole!
Although you were just a little bit short of the bush.
Push her
We
again.
welcomed an old friend who was clearly pleased to see him.
All right, fair enough. Your loss. Look, I've got to go. Someone's at the door.
Hello, Skid Mark.
Not sure how he got that nickname.
The fuck? I closed the
Presumably
door.
something to do with a patch of ice where he made a skid and left a mark.
Yeah, that's probably
Either
it.
that or he failed to wipe properly before pulling up his pants.
I get it.
Before long, the old photos came out, and funny how a photo can spark memories, isn't it?
Look at you, the only one not looking at the camera. And there's me, hiding at the back as usual, wishing I wasn't there. There's Gillian Hodge, Graham Ash, Danny Bilson.
Yeah, I've got my old class photo here. I don't know if you can see me just there. There's Barry Stevens, Sharon Taylor, Jeffrey Gibbs, Stephen Naylor, Robert Mills, Sharon Wills, Christopher and Sarah Shaw. Peter Collinshaw liked to party, Doreen Archer was quite arty, Alan Drum killed his mum, Barry Fuller topped himself. Hardeep Singh lived in Wembley, wet himself in assembly. A boy called Pip had a hair lip and got a job on the ship. Stephen Herb went up a mountain, I gave his sister a sherbet fountain. Elizabeth was quite rough. John Hawtrey got her up the duff. Henry Bartram liked to grapple, hit me in the face with his toffee apple. Jerry Hyde was quite snide, did a wee on the slide. Sidney Batrick scored a hat-trick, works in the curries down at Gatwick. Norman Cole is on the dole, sits outside Asda with a bowl. Stephen Kendall went out on a bender. He got off with a girl called Brenda. Come to think of it, I didn't like any of them much, and I'm glad that we didn't keep in touch. That's my class photo, anyway. Yes. We've got to have a system. But The big news on the square was the death of Billy Jackson, and at times like this, people turn to God. And little Tiffany had a question for the vicar.
Is God the same as Santa?
No, I wouldn't say that.
If they were to have a fight, who would win, God or Santa?
If only there were a way to find out.
Yeah.
The harder you try, EastEnders, the less likely you are to get your fight featured. All right. Jane Goodall, Beauty and the Beasts now.
Oh, you're really not going to do
Features
it?
wildlife heartthrob Jane Goodall's story of how she came to study chimpanzees in the wild. It seemed there were some close bonds between the chimps.
Flo and Ollie were the two females. They spent a lot of time together, and I learned a lot about mothering skills from them and the close bonds between mothers and offspring, between brothers and sisters.
They've got quite close, haven't they? Whilst in Africa, Jane learned a bit of chimpanzee, which she was eager to pass on to the rest of the world.
And I would like to bring you the voice of these amazing beings with whom we share the planet. And I would like to bring you the sound
I'm pre-cringing.
before too long may not be heard anymore in the forests of Africa.
I can't wait, Jane. Vienna!
Oh my god.
Jane told of her son Grub, who lived alongside a special chimp friend of theirs.
When Grub was very little, he didn't want to eat solid food. At the time, the chimp Goblin was about the same age, and Goblin always was covered with straw and earth and banana all over himself. So he became known as Goblin Grub. And so Grub became known as Grublin Gob. That was his original name.
Now, I like Goblin Grub and I like Grublin Gob, but which is better? There's only one way to find out.
Fight! Oh god! Monkey! Ooh. Probably him with the overhead suplex. Come on, Monkey. Get top control.
Welcome back to TV Burp. Bad breath outbreak on Downton Abbey.
Blimey, that's a thought. Unless, of course, she's a spy herself.
Boy can't get hat on his head on EastEnders. And a man in training for Hole in the Wall on Casualty. Bring on the wall! Let's just see what's going on Loose Women.
Joy hasn't contributed much at all. I've given 150%. I don't understand why you brazenly at all.
Isn't this The Apprentice?
Of course not. This was The Apprentice.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Whoa!
I am Lord Sugar, and I will strike you down. I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. You're fired! Yes.
I too
and all
remember
the
Bruno
candidates were called to Heathrow Airport to be given their tasks. Nick was there, Karen was there, but where was Lord Sugar?
Here to greet the teams, Nick, Karen, and via video link, Lord Sugar.
Good morning. Sorry I can't be with you. I've got some pressing business to deal with.
Yeah. It's a robot, Alan Sugar. It's the Suganator.
Fucking Palpatine.
Lord Sugar,
Exterminate. Oh god. New Doctor Who season's gotten weird.
It's the Suganator. A bit like the Terminator, a bit like the Regenator, but more like the Suganator. So the task was to come up with a new accessory that might be useful on the beach. Well, lads?
Applying sun cream. I have so much trouble trying to put it on my back. Can you imagine, like, some long hand or something, put some cream on that?
It's called a wife, Chris. Or a civil partner, of course. Or in some cases, your mum. What about the girls?
I'm sure people come into your store and say, oh, have you got this and have you got that? Have you got some sort of stand I can put my book on?
No.
No.
Although what I would like on the beach is a stand to put my calipo in. You know, when you're halfway through your calipo and you can't put it down because all the lovely juice will run out. So the girls press on with their easy-to-assemble bookies.
Called the Bookies, the girls' product is light, portable,
Plastic.
and comes in 8 separate pieces.
Go on top.
Definitely.
We need 2 bits at each side. How does this work? That one goes on top of that.
It's that one, isn't it?
That's the point. Yeah, and then it sits in the sand like on that.
Have you done it the right way? Is it meant to be higher?
There it is.
Good enough. Hey!
It's a cube. Well, technically a rectangular cuboid.
Oh, God damn it, no!
All right, it's a cube, all right! Actually, looking at that bookies...
I mean, whose real idea was this?
Initially, that was mine, Lord Sugar.
I've found a use for the bookies. It's handy for drying out a single pair of pants. Yes, and you can also use it to hold your calipo. So
there you go.
all that lovely juice doesn't flow out. Oh, I bought this rather nice bangle the other day. Yeah, I bought 2 and sent one to my favourite act on the X Factor. I wonder if he wore it on Saturday's show. It seems like a beautiful dream. It was supposed to be a bangle, not a necklace. Yes, it's the X Factor and the return of the wild card contestants. And boy, were we all pleased to see Wagner. It was interesting to see some of the stuff he had in his house, too, particularly the bow and arrow.
I've got some very exciting news for you.
What's he use that for?
That.
All right, Wagner.
It's not coming off.
Am I getting his name right?
It's Wagner! I picked Wagner because he's different. Wagner is a born entertainer. Wagner, at least you are not predictable. When people talk about the X Factor tomorrow, they'll all be talking about Wagner.
We should just clear this up once and for all. What is your name? Wagner. Right, it's Wagner Louis, okay? Yeah, Wagner.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, the wild cards. I always think you can tell a lot about someone from how clean their doorbell is. So, who had the dirtiest doorbell of all the wild card acts? Diva Fever? Nice clean doorbell. Wagner?
Look at this dork.
A little bit discoloured, but fairly clean. What about Paige's doorbell? Dirty doorbell. It was nice to hear the bloke that does the voiceover try his hand at yodeling this week.
John Adelaide.
Yeah. LA.
Simon summed it up fairly succinctly.
This show tonight, it feels like you've made a milkshake out of an onion, a sausage, a strawberry, a lemon. You mix it all together.
Onion, a sausage, a strawberry, a lemon. Put some milk in there. Put that on. There we go.
That's devil juice right there.
Oh, this is quite in there.
Oh.
Nice and lumpy.
Nice.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Actually, all this week I've been thinking about using my wild card and bringing back someone to TV Burp that I've been missing.
Wagbo?
Yeah, and you know what? I think I'll do it.
Harry felt that last week's show was lacking something, and it's been eating at him all week.
I've made a mistake. I need to give him a second chance. I want to get him back on the show.
the Wagbo. Oh!
Nitty, I'm playing a wild card. I want you back on TV Burp.
No, thanks.
Oh.
And Harry, I will get my revenge.
Oh,
I will
fuck.
destroy him, and you will help, won't you, Winston?
Oh, fuck! No, Winston!
I tried my best. Oh, shut up!
What the
It's
hell?
great to see that ITV1 have finally got themselves a solid daytime antiques assessment and disposal format. I'm
what?
referring to Secret Dealers, in which antiques experts are invited to bid on the belongings of members of the public.
Now, just tell me, where's this come from?
Well, it came from my grandfather, who was a wine and spirit merchant. It's always been around, but I really don't know how he acquired it. But I just have a feeling it was probably a gift, because a lot of the silver that I inherited did come to him as a result of his being in the wine trade for 50 years, that sort of thing. So,
Well, I think it's a really smart piece. The embossing on it is super quality. But that's a great story that it came from your grandfather. I mean, is this something you'd like to hand down to your family?
No, not really.
There was lots of lovely stuff. I
Forever get the
particularly
cash.
like Peter's lifelike woman puppet that he demonstrated to us so well.
David has bid you 200.
Yeah, it's a good act, that. And we've booked it to sing us out, ladies and gentlemen. It's Peter and this puppet.
Oh, no.
If I could write you a song and make you fall in love, I would already have you up under my arm.
I used to pull all my tricks. I hope that you like that, but you probably won't.
You think you're cooler than me.
You got designer shades.
I like the
just to
song
hide
too,
your
but they're
face.
butchering it.
You wear them around like
Cooler than me. Cooler than me.
You ever heard of a tune?
And your puppet. That's all from us. Good night.
Damn puppet. Oh, shit! Well done. Thought maybe it was going to be another cube thing. I don't know, brothers. I'm just not sure if morale has improved. I just don't know how to improve morale. Maybe we need a miracle. I mean, personally, I'm not a religious man, but personally, I believe in miracles. Do you believe in miracles? Well, if you don't, you might just tomorrow. But for today, that is it for another reaction to Harry Hill's TV Burp. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave it a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, they're all in the video description down below, as well as names on my patrons. If you didn't know, you can be a patron on me for as little as $1 or £1 or $1 Australia money, and you get access to reaction videos, as well as reading your comments up to a day early, sometimes more. For all that being said, though, my name is Tam316. This has been another reaction to Harry Hill's TV Burp, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.